sounds.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Hey, we're live.
Yes.
The
This is
soulful
live.
sounds.
Soulful
Can they hear the
sounds.
music? They can hear the
I
music.
believe
too.
so, yeah.
I like it.
absolutely.
I hope you guys like it too.
This is the admissions team lounge music.
I like it.
Yeah.
I need a tumbler of something, with those perfectly square ice cubes that you can see through.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's for the nighttime show that we do.
Or the round ice cube, the ball ice cube.
Oh yeah. Perfectly
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, I like that a lot. But I digest. So we're live again. Look at Arnez is checking in. What's up? Abel's checking in. Hola to you as well. Oh,
Cool. I saw
Oh, yeah.
40 people had responded on LinkedIn saying that they were attending today. So I'm hoping we get a lot of LinkedIn folks.
My guy
Sajjad.
Sajjad.
Yeah, he's here.
Aha!
Here, let's pop this
Pop it open.
chat
Ha!
so we can all see
Callum
it together.
checking in. Long time.
There we go.
Carl. Nice.
Carl.
Carter's
Welcome back,
checking
Carl.
in. Man, we got a good squad checking in. I'll see you. LinkedIn users here. Hey. LinkedIn
LinkedIn
user.
user. Welcome.
Hey.
We've got a YouTube. Romani, welcome.
Romani, nice. And Yola, good day, sir. How are you? We're doing great today.
And I love to ask this question, and I'll answer it myself in a moment. But where are you guys checking in from?
Oh my God. I'm
Where?
so happy you asked.
Where are you guys at? Timmy here.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
checking in from somewhere different.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm a
guessing.
California kid. California kid's beautiful, but you know what? I found myself here in Arkansas. Something happened. I woke up one morning.
Was that how you say it?
I was
call it-
here.
I've been calling it Arkansas this whole time.
Arkansas. I was trying to figure out how they do if I'm considered it an Arkansian. I preferred Arkansasian, but evidently that one wasn't received as well from folks. But I like
We got-
Arkansasian.
Arkansas.
Some
We've got
little sassy.
California. Blake Murders.
Blake
in
Murders,
California.
what's up, Blake?
We got
Eva from
Montreal,
Spain.
Washington, Chicago,
Netherlands,
Maryland,
Emil
Spain,
from
and-
Canada. Wow.
all over the place.
Wow. Abba from Nigeria. Nice. Cool. India. Yep. South Africa. Yep. Ender. What's up, Ender? Good to see you again. Flavio.
Vancouver. Nice. Lots
I
going
really
on in
like saying
Vancouver.
Flavio, by the way.
It rolls off the tongue really
Flavio.
well.
That's nice.
France.
Tatiana from Colombia. Nice.
Colombia, Uribe.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Well,
Holy
awesome.
smokes. My ball bounce sucks. Yeah. You know what? That's pretty hilarious. That comment of the day right there. That's pretty good. Thanks for sharing that with us.
It
To
gets
get
better.
help on your
Gets
your ball bounce, you can go to Dailies and get a little help with that ball bounce here. That's pretty
Saeed. Hey, I know Saeed.
good. Nice.
Awesome. Puerto
Korea.
Rico.
Oh, he runs animations from Nigeria. Cool. Shiva from Austria.
Austria.
Sheep
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Nice.
Nice. We got a nice mix of folks.
Jeez.
I'm not seeing anyone from Facebook, but interestingly.
No. But we
Is it-
got Lirio from. Oh wow, look at that. Nigeria again. Cool. Wow.
A lot of folks checking in from Nigeria. Welcome.
These were
I'm
super
guessing
popular
maybe
there.
Lagos, possibly.
Gotta be. Maybe not. Gotta be. But
Maybe.
chances are, odds are, right?
Well, very cool. Well, welcome again. My name is Mars. I'm a student success coach here at Animation Mentor, and this is
I'm Tim. I'm also a student success coach here at Animation Mentor. Pardon the mess. I just moved here, so I've got just stuff laying everywhere right now. Literally, you should see this side of the room.
yeah. To turn his camera a little bit.
I did.
It's going to be looking great though in no time. I know it.
I totally counted on a blurred screen effect on this, and then Mars is like, "Yeah, it doesn't have that on." I was like,
Doesn't
"No,
work on that.
it's all right."
Doesn't it Zoom?
Mark from Louisiana, nice.
But
Pete
yes,
Roby.
welcome again. Hey, there we got somebody on Facebook. It's Mr. Pete Roby.
Peter Roby. Guess
Welcome.
what, Pete? I'm not that far from you, man. I'm in Arkansas now.
Oh, you guys are
I'll be
neighbors.
coming over later.
You guys hang out.
Oh, there you go.
I like Lagos. You're
Yep,
right.
Perfect. Yep.
Some
Cool.
people. We talk to a lot of students from all around the world, including Nigeria and all of those places that you've mentioned.
We
It's
do.
pretty rare that we come across a country we haven't reached out to yet, but we get tripped up every once in a while.
Yeah, we always like to look it up. If it's some place that we've never heard of, we're like, well, let's go. Let's Google Earth this thing and see what we're working
Let's
with. We're
check
like,
it
that's
out.
cool. Yeah, Utah, we happen to know where that's at though.
I've been to Utah. I've been to
Yeah, me too.
Sunset. I've been to
Me too.
Provo.
I barbecued
Um,
buffalo burgers at a rest stop coming through Utah last year. As a
really,
matter of fact, just pulled up at the rest stop, pulled out the barbecue, and buffalo burgers.
that's awesome. Well, cool. Well, what is this? What is this stream that we're doing here on Facebook? And Pete's getting the beer ready. Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. This is our Animation Mentor live stream. Tim and I are here to answer any of your questions about how Animation Mentor works. How do classes work? What classes do you need to start off with? How does tuition work? How do payment plans work? All of that stuff. We're here to answer any questions about that. We're not here to answer any technical questions about animation. So if you do have those types of questions, most likely not able to answer those ones today. But any questions that you have about the school and how it works, we're definitely going to help you out with that. It's a pretty exciting time here right now. A lot going on as we're getting prepared for registration to open.
Wow.
The fall term is right around the corner. Hard to believe that we're planning for the fall term and even accepting applications, believe it or not, for the winter term.
That's crazy.
And as Tim likes to say, winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
But not yet. It's still summer.
Yeah.
We got to enjoy the summer first. But we do get prepared for things early around here. We are prepping for the fall term. And registration, believe it or not, is opening next week officially for the fall 2023 term that starts September 25th. So pretty exciting news there. We got a lot of people. We're expecting a pretty huge fall class this term, this year.
A lot of humans.
A lot of humans from all around the world going to be jumping into animation. I know I've been talking to a lot of students who have been prepping for this for months. In some cases, I can think of a couple of students I've been talking to for over a year. They're like, fall 2023, Mars, this is going to be the one. So pretty exciting news. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Tim, where do you want to start? You want to talk about a little bit about where's a good place to start, or did you see any questions we can highlight it yet?
Yeah, I mean, I could throw out, a few. I mean, obviously most students kind of know, Maya is the, is the foundation for this whole thing.
Right.
Without learning how to use Maya first, it's going to be tough. I've had people jump in. Matter of fact, I had somebody that jumped into the summer term, and we had a little bit of Maya knowledge. Not enough, and he ended up having to sort of back out of that course and then take the Maya workshop. We pushed him out to fall so he could knock out the Maya workshop. It set him back a little bit, right, as far as for time from what he wanted to do, but I think it's going to be a better move for him. It'll definitely prepare him for it. So taking the Maya workshop is everything. There's one more Maya workshop that you can take before the fall term, and that's our August 7th offering of the workshop. If you're not able to take the workshop on August 7th, yet you want to start school with us, you may want to either take that workshop first and apply for the fall term, or if you can't take that August 7th workshop, then you may consider winter as a better option for you for applying. I hate to push stuff off, but sometimes you kind of got to do it, Everyone's, why can't we use Blender? Well, we're a Maya school. We've had students use Blender in the past. However, they have to supply their own character rigs to do it. And then the support side of it, which is something we really specialize in, is something that you're going to be able to, take advantage of, because if you have a problem with the rig and you're in the middle of a shot, because we don't use Blender, there's not a lot we can do to kind of, come to your rescue and help you with some of those things too. So, I did. I digressed off of that one. That question popped up at the right time, so I had to.
No worries. Cool. I'm going to pop back a little bit. There was some questions that came up, so I'm going to go back and take a look. Carter asks, so where do you recommend new graduates search for jobs in the industry? Great question. I think there's a lot of different places. But as an animation mentor student and graduate, we provide a number of different career resources, including links to some pretty awesome job boards. One of them that's updated nearly on a daily basis. A lot of great stuff on those job boards. And then, what I preach all the time, and Carter, you're here on LinkedIn right now. LinkedIn's a wonderful place to be connecting with and networking with people. What I recommend students do and graduates do is, even before they graduate, is connecting with people who are working in the industry, who are working in the position that you want. Start connecting with
Yep.
those people, really learning, what was their educational path like? What did they do after graduation? How did they get their first animation job? That's going to be a really important part of this.
Good one. I like that. Gustav has says fair grasp of rigging and setting up controllers, foundation of Python scripting is a program dedicated for rigging. It's funny because rigging is one of those things that we just don't do here at Animation Mentor. Matter of fact, when we get our characters, modeled out, we actually have to outsource that to a rigger outside of Animation Mentor. And
Right.
so it's just not something that our animators are able to do, and that's why we have everything ready to go for you, and you just work with our digital puppets that are already made and ready to rock and roll. So if there's any issues, we got you. We got support here to kind of come to your aid. So in short, no rigging classes here, Gustav. I'm sorry about that, man.
Yeah, we specialize in 3D character animation, very high level here too.
Yeah.
Good questions there.
Blake had that when there's kind of interest with the industry being in a bit of a rough place right now. How do you think about it? I don't really see it that way too much, Blake. I don't see it in being in a rough place at all, as a matter of fact, in my opinion.
Booming.
Yeah, I think it's booming right now. And I think that in many cases with sort of the, more of an introduction to AI, I think that there's, a lot more work out there that's coming down the pipeline. So I'd stay tuned for that. Yeah, I don't think we're in a rough place right now, Blake.
Cool. Let's see what else. If you decide, this is a good question. So Carl's asking, if you decide to get on a payment plan but start to fall behind halfway through, are your classes suspended until you make your payment? So that's a bit tricky. What I tell students is you need to have a good financial plan. Carl, you and I have talked a bit about this as well. I really recommend that you commit to the classes when you know that you're going to be able to pay for at least one class in full. Don't just plan for that $500 registration deposit. Make sure that you've got a plan to pay the full amount. And the best thing that you can do is really communicate with our bursar too. Mary is amazing. She does a really great job in working with our students and creating, financial plans. We have set financial payment plans that are interest-free, which is really awesome, but she'll even work with you to do a custom plan if necessary. Just as long as you can make those payments. If you do fall behind, you got to let us know right away, and we'll work with you the best that we can. If you do fall behind or if we don't hear from you, unfortunately, we've got to lock you out of the campus, and we don't want that to happen. So
it's definitely about communication, especially with Mary. Mary is our bursar. She's like behind the scenes and is just super duper awesome. And if you communicate with her, maybe if you, I don't get paid for a couple of days and this is coming up, it's life happens kind of stuff. So message her, and then they should be good. Oh, Nolan.
So he had asked this a little bit earlier. He's like, did they answer the tutoring question yet? So I'm getting to him. We're getting to all those questions. How do I get in on the tutoring? So that's a really great question. So basically, we have two different types of classes here, right? We've got workshops and we've got our main courses. The workshops, you can think of, they're kind of like college electives. You don't need to apply. You can just sign up for them. But I do recommend that you talk to one of the student success coaches, me or Tim, before signing up for the workshops, because some of those are more high level. You do need to have some previous experience to get in on some of the workshops. Now, for the main character animation courses, you will need to submit an application. And Tim, you want to tell us a little bit about the application process?
Yeah, so there's a couple things that you can do. So if you're brand new to animation, you've never done this stuff before, some of the stuff we're talking about is just foreign to you. Submitting an application is vital. They're asking for the normal stuff, your first name, last name, your address, your phone number, your email address. But then they're also asking you to do two important things. They're asking you to list your knowledge of Maya, right? If you've never used Maya or you've never even heard of it, you're going to list yourself as none. Then they have below average, average, good, and excellent, right? The unicorn user of Maya would be an excellent user, right? Not very many people have that. So they want you to list your Maya experience as accurate as possible. Most importantly, and the things that Mars and I look at first and foremost when we get an application is we look at their essay. You have to write an essay on why you want to become an animator.
Right.
Give us 2 paragraphs or more. We love a good story because what's animation about, Mars?
All about storytelling. Absolutely.
So please tell us a story. We love to read them, and we share them oftentimes with the rest of the AM team. So write yourself a good essay, and that's what we're going to use to get you accepted. Now, if you have prior experience in animation, and you're like, well, you know what? I don't think I need to start off in animation basics or body mechanics. I think I want to bypass those courses. What you do is you fill out the exact same application, except they give you an option to apply for advanced placement. That's where you can add your demo reel. You add your reel, Mars and I will actually take a look at that. We'll send it over to one of our mentors. They'll go ahead and review it. They'll let you know which class you've been approved to start off with. And the cool part is they're going to give you some extra feedback on what they saw with your shot. Maybe there was some issue with timing or spacing or weight or whatever it happens to be, but you'll actually be able to get that feedback from Mars or myself as well.
Yep. Sweet.
Cool.
Let's see what else we got here. Cameron's in there answering some questions for us.
Thanks, Cam.
You so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, and as Tim mentioned earlier, the Maya workshop is going to be the best place to start. So if you're new to Maya, or maybe if you're not even new to animation, but you've used a little bit of Blender but haven't worked in Maya yet, you're going to want to start off with our 6-week Maya workshop. And I've got some good news here. I'm going to hide that stream there for a moment. I'm going to leave this QR code up for a little bit. We've got a real special deal going on our Maya workshop. If you scan that promo code, if you're interested in signing up for the August 7th class, now is a great time to get registered. And if you scan that promo code, you can get a $200 discount, US dollars discount on the Maya workshop. Regular price, $699. You scan that promo code, you're going to get a special code to get a $200 discount. It'll be $499. Last time I checked, Maya costs about $1,875 US dollars per year. It's pretty expensive. I tell students it's professional software, so it's priced professionally, but you're going to get it for free here too. So that's awesome. So its final price will be $499 with a discount, less than $500 for a really great class. You're going to learn the basics of animation. You're going to do some simple exercises, do a little bit of modeling in the beginning. You're going to do, some really fun animation exercises, and ultimately, it's going to prepare you for those 3D character animation courses.
Yep.
So check that page out. I'll leave that up for a little bit while we're continuing to check out the chat. Did you see any other questions?
Yeah, I was kind of checking on one right here. I was looking at, and because he had mentioned, rigging in there, an animator should have some basic knowledge about rigging, right? If you are a generalist type of an animator to where you're dabbling in little areas all over the place, sure, it might be good to have some rigging knowledge, but because we specialize in sort of the 3D character animation aspect of it, we don't deal with that side of it. So, but again, if you're a generalist and you're going to a school that teaches you just a little bit of everything, you're not going to be the master of one of those specific tasks. You'll be sort of that jack of all trades, which is cool. But at some point, you're going to need to choose a side and sort of head down a specific direction. There are jobs out there for generalists, but not nearly as many as for folks that are specializing in one of these sort of pipeline tasks or the other.
Exactly.
Yep. Oh yeah, Paris had a good one here. Hi, Timmy and Mars. Do you have any advice? Whoops, it passed me by. Oh yeah. Sky, there you go. Here you go, Sky, Indie license. Yep.
That was not the one I meant to click on.
Yeah, it's okay.
It jumped on me. There it goes.
Yeah. Figuring out areas in the animation pipeline which you are best at to focus in on. Well, I mean, that's why I think sometimes people go to generalist course because they don't know which areas specifically interest them, and then all of a sudden they go through this course and they have that aha moment, and then they reach out to Mars and I, and they're like, I want to make characters move. How do I do that? And you're like, cool. Let's take a look at your reel. Let's send it over and see what they thought about your shots, right? So if you're not sure what you want to do, look into all the different skill sets that you can, be a part of in the animation. It could be concept artist or storyboard or modeling or rigging or shading or lighting or there's just endless lists of things. Like you said earlier when we were talking, you ever seen the ending credits of an animated movie?
Right.
These are all potential jobs, right, that we're looking at the end. Those are just the ones that made it on there. So it's hard to determine which one is your true passion, but that's where you just kind of figure out what you like, what feels good to you. Do you want to bring things to life, or you just want to make a character for other people to bring to life, right? So there's a lot of things you can do.
Exactly. Cool. That sounds good. Let's see. I was just trying to see if I could share. I want to share a little infographic if I
Yeah.
could, but let's see
Pipeline.
if I can.
Nolan
Yeah,
had a
exactly.
good one while you're doing that. He's having a rough start to AM. I now only have a little over 10 weeks to get it together. I don't want to fall behind any tips. Man, I have got tips for you on that. Here's what it is. Tip for you, I would definitely go to the event calendar, right? And jump into a dailies. Have your work looked at by a totally different person inside of one of the dailies. Do that for sure. Those are free. There's multiple opportunities to attend dailies. You can also request a peer buddy. By the third week of your course, you can request a peer buddy. We'll get you connected with an advanced student that will help you through sticking points. We also offer some private tutoring as well. They'll actually do a 140-minute session with you as well to kind of go through things with you. So please use those resources for sure. That's your best bet to get a little bit of extra help. They'll get you back on track for sure.
Cool. So, for a lot of people, they don't know exactly how Animation Mentor works. I've seen the word tutorial kind of being thrown around here a bit.
Yeah.
Animation Mentor is much more than just tutorials. There's an entire online campus, and this campus has been designed from the ground up by our in-house developers. We're in the 4th iteration of our campus now, and this is an amazing place to learn about animation, to get feedback at a professional level, to have mentors review your work, to do drawovers, things like that. And my guy Tim here actually put together a pretty cool online campus tour. So if you want to see what the campus actually looks like, you should check out this link. I got another QR code for you. Boom. Check this out, because this is really cool. This is kind of like a sneak peek,
Yeah.
I like how Tim says it, behind the curtain, if you will, of what it actually looks like to be a student here at Animation Mentor. Highly recommend that you check this out, because like I said, it's much more than just an online tutorial. That's not quite
Yeah.
like that. It's much more than that. You're getting feedback live from professional animators from Pixar, DreamWorks,
Yeah.
Disney, Industrial Light and Magic, Sony. And there's nothing else out there like it, and I've talked to students and families and parents, and they're like, well, how could there be a community? This is an online school, would do people just chat on Discord? I'm like, well, we have a Discord server. Yeah, there certainly is an aspect of that, but this is a living, breathing community of artists from around the world who are sharing their work, who are learning together, who are growing as artists together, and who are becoming successful together too, are actually getting jobs in the industry. My last count I did on LinkedIn, I saw about 20 plus graduates working on across the Spider-Verse, probably more than that. But I've already counted 20. So that's pretty exciting. And there's new movies always coming out. And Tim was saying, I don't know if things are really, kind of stalling in the industry right now. Things have been pretty good, with streaming services. There's amazing movies coming out, so it's I think it's a great time to get into this and check out that campus tour, because that really gives you a better idea of how things work here.
Yeah, it's like a 20-minute video, but you can scrub through some of the stuff. And I apologize now, because you're going to just hear this voice for like 20 minutes.
I like it.
It's good. I like it. Soothing. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And you were talking about, speaking of movies, we got some cool stuff coming up, right?
Yeah.
With the release of Nimona recently,
yep.
We've got some cool stuff going on, and we're going to have some guest speakers from Double Negative Studio doing a Q&A session, not only about the production of the film, but then also we're going to have some folks talking about, hey, how do I get into here? How do I get to work inside of Double Negative as well? And so Double Negative is a massive studio. They're worldwide. They've got studios all over. And so this will be a cool event. So we have these types of events all the time. So it's not just the, hey, we're going to teach you how to be a 3D character animator, but there's all these extra things that we do that you can find on the event calendar that you're like, wait a minute, there's an Avatar Way of the Water Q&A. I'm jumping into that thing.
Yeah.
Right? Or there's this
Definitely.
Nimona thing, or I mean, there's all of these things that you can be a part of outside of the normal, going to class, working on my shots, attending dailies. There's all these extra events, to even our Women in Animation Student Club. Right?
Student club, yeah.
So if you want to be part of a deeper community, jump into the Women in Animation Student Club. We have a lot of events that we host with them as well, and so all of these events are free that you can jump into.
But you do need to be an animation mentor student to
Sure
access
do.
that.
Yep.
There's open labs. We even have a 12-hour open block called Working on Animation.
That's
So
cool.
if you're working on your shots and you want to be a part of that community and talk to other students and get feedback and stuff like that. There's so many opportunities for live interaction with other students and mentors from around the world.
Yeah. Hey, Sajad, I know you asked about a couple times on there about the character rigs. The cool thing is, behind the scenes, when we meet in our dailies meetings and our weekly meetings, we go through which character rigs that we've got. We've got some sweet stuff coming really, really soon. And so these character rigs, we don't just like bust them out and on a all the time, because we want to make sure that they've been tried and true tested. They're ready to go. And so we've got a new one coming out really, really soon. So stay tuned. But much like a video game, in order to get to these awesome character acting rigs, you got to get through animation basics and body mechanics and all that to get to that. And the cool thing for you, Sajad, is that even after you're done taking classes here with us, you still have access to all of those character rigs that are currently in there, plus any new ones that we've added. Even after you're done taking classes, you still have access to those things.
Nice. This is a great one from Janos. If I join the community and my AM course ends, will I still be in the community? So you could take one class here. You could just take the Maya workshop and you're still going to have access to the Animation Mentor Student Campus. You'll still be a part of the community. Of course, I do recommend you continue on. You want to take more than one course. The students that have the most success finish all 6 of the character animation courses and may even do a couple of workshops like creatures or game animation too. Those are the ones that really have the most success. But yeah, absolutely. You'll certainly have access. Now, graduates have even a couple of more perks too. They're going to have, lifetime access to the student campus as well, access to any future rigs that we develop as well, and special alumni discounts on some workshops like the creature animation.
Creatures workshop.
So, yep.
Hey, Cam, thanks for answering Michael on that, because he had a question with regards to AI. And Cam had a really good response to it on there, but like he said, AI can do a lot, but it can't replace, still the knowledge and the actual hands-on animator's job. Right. So that's a good answer for that, Cam. Thank you, man.
I want to throw an application link up here for you guys
Please.
as well. So if you're ready to apply, you can go ahead and scan that code. Now, there's a couple of things, with the application. It's free. There's no application, but again, you want to make sure that that you're applying. If you're ready to to register, if you're ready to if you've got a good financial plan in place, I don't recommend applying just for the sake of applying. You want to, it's kind of like applying for college. So you want to intend to attend. You know what I mean?
I like that.
So, feel free to check out the application. It's relatively simple application, but as we mentioned earlier, I'm going to move this back over to the side there. The application. The most important part is the essay. So make sure that you spend some time on that. Got a couple of people.
And I'll tell you what, this is also important when you do apply. You'll get confirmation that you've applied. Please check your email, check your spam folder just in case, because Mars and I also email our students even after you've applied. So you may get an auto-generated email. But Mars and I also will email you. We'll message you on WhatsApp. We'll call you. We'll text you.
We'll try and get a hold of you.
So if you see a strange phone call coming in from an unknown number that you're like, oh, this is probably somebody offering me a new, car warranty or something, it's probably Mars and I, and we have nothing to do with car warranties. But we want to talk to you about your application and help you with your journey and answer questions for you.
I think mine is expiring too. It's weird.
See, maybe I'll call you.
Give me a call.
Hey, Mena had a good one right up here. You pull up Mena's. Hers is, there's a ton of questions, and we're sorry if we didn't get to all of them, because you guys all have great questions. They're just flying in. Mena, I'm currently a 3D generalist and did a variety of animation for various projects, but wanted to and currently honing in on character animation. Would this help my demo reel? Thanks. Without a doubt. As a 3D generalist, you already kind of know what's in the animation pipeline and all the different skill sets that are part of it. This just happens to be, honestly, the most fun one of them all, making digital puppets move and talk and act and convey human emotions and things like that. Yep. So yes, if you were able to add some of this high-end animation, maybe some cartoony, stretched out, exaggerated animation, that stuff is going to seriously help your demo reel for sure.
Awesome. Great question.
Yep.
Or believe it or not, this has really flown by. We're coming up to time here. This is a quick one. You guys, thank you so much. We know that a lot of folks asked questions, and we didn't get to all of them. We do apologize for that. It was a lot today, so we do thank you for your questions. But if you still have questions, we didn't get to them, reach out to us. You can email us. I just threw our email address up there, admissions@animationmentor.com. You can also follow us here. You can send us messages through Facebook or Instagram. We check those all the time as well. You're also welcome to call or text us. You know what? Let me update this real quick. Call /
I like that.
Text us. Boom! Look at that. Because I know,
bang,
students like to call and text. So there you go. You can call us or text us at that phone number, and we will get back to you. And of course, make sure you follow us on all the platforms. YouTube. I believe we're on TikTok now. Instagram, Facebook,
MySpace, Friendster.
MySpace, Friendster.
No, we're not in any of those ones I mentioned.
And just one more QR code I wanted to share. If you get a chance to see this will be replayed as well on all the social media platforms. We've got free ebooks. Hey, these are really, really cool. Oh,
that one didn't pop up.
It didn't pop up?
No, the QR code. That one. I see the ebooks, but the code itself.
Oh. Interesting. I see it on my side. Huh. How about if I do it down here?
Now it's there.
Oh, there you go.
It's a wackadoo situation, is what we call it.
Well, we thank you guys so much. It's been an absolute pleasure to hang out with all of you. Thank you guys again so much. If you're interested in learning from the best of the best, and you want to, learn how to animate, and you want to prepare for a job in the industry, this is the place to do it. So, please reach out to us. We will see you guys in another month here. And in the meantime, we are going to be getting ready for the fall term.
Keep animating, everybody.
Keep animating.
Bye.